So, Sean, man, we got another video. This video is titled "How Police Stopped the Potential Church Massacre" by Cold Blue Cam.
You armed though today? Are you carrying with you right now?
I always carry.
Okay, you're carrying?
Yes.
Did you make any statements online that you're going to burn the church or burn the Bible?
Yo, what?
Officers.
No, we're finna pray before we watch this. I ain't gonna cap. Y'all pray with me, man. Lord, just hope everybody in this video, anybody who's stressing, just anything that happened, just pray for them. Help everybody turn to you. We broke all this negative energy, Lord. We love you. Just keep us safe around here in this world, in this dangerous world. And just keep all my followers and everybody watching safe too. But we love you, Lord. We're nothing without you. In Jesus' name, we love you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Are at a church after receiving high alert warnings from a neighborhood county about this man. As they try to stop him from carrying out his deadly plan, they uncover a disturbing case that could potentially threaten hundreds of lives.
You look like you ripped the Bible right here?
Warnings from a neighborhood county about this man. As they try to stop him from carrying out his deadly plan, they uncover a disturbing case that could potentially threaten hundreds of lives.
Knife.
1310, I'm clear. I'll be en route to 124.
It's 10:23 a.m. on September 24th, 2023, and this Prince William County lieutenant in Virginia has received an alert about a possible shooting threat at Park Valley Church in Gainesville. The lieutenant is stationed at the same church to work on a traffic detail. As he drives back toward the church entrance from the parking lot, he has no idea that inside, the church's security team has already noticed something suspicious about one of the visitors. This is 36-year-old Rui Chang. The church's security team immediately finds him suspicious when he walks in around 10:20 a.m. wearing sunglasses on a rainy day and avoiding all greetings. As they keep an eye on him, they notice he keeps glancing up and down at the ceiling, leading them to suspect he's searching for surveillance cameras. Some even believe his sunglasses might contain a hidden recording device. Just as the security staff approaches Jang for a conversation, the lieutenant arrives, and soon, Jang's disturbing plan begins to unfold.
Hey sir, how are you? Can I talk to you outside a minute?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. How are you today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing
Sure?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Let's
go over here if you don't mind.
Well, he wants me
Okay,
to
that police
leave,
officer
so
on.
I showed him my ID.
Okay.
He took a picture, and I am actually leaving
Shout out this guy right here, man.
now.
Okay, well,
So
can I talk to you over
no
here?
complaints.
Can I talk to you over here?
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What's
think
going
he's
on? Are you armed today?
I am.
Are you armed today?
Why are you armed in the church, though, bro?
I am a legal carrier.
Come on over here.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever you want to know.
Are you armed though today? Are you carrying with you right now?
I always carry.
Okay, you're carrying?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you want, I can leave the premises. I don't have to, come back or
Okay, well,
wear anything. But
Nah.
yes, I do. I can show you. I'm
Yeah,
gonna reach into my wallet. And
Should've
where's
never
your
came
weapon?
in there.
it's on my right side. Can
Okay.
I put this on the ground?
Say again? Yeah, you can put the coffee down over here.
I'm shuffling around.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, the
He's
reason why
scared as shit.
I got
See?
called is I got
That man
a
nervous.
call about you coming to the church that there was some type of possible threat or something.
No. Here's my ID, and then
Okay.
you wanted to see that, so maybe I should take this off too.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So.
Do you mind just pulling your jacket up so I can see where you're?
Yeah, watch
Can I just,
You don't want to.
You mind if I check?
Yeah. Okay. That's okay. You can
Okay.
feel it. If you want.
Technically, you can't have a weapon on church property.
Exactly, bro. You should never have a gun anywhere near a church, bro.
Unless you're authorized by the church, you can't.
Yeah, you can't carry on.
Nah, I don't even think you should authorize anybody to have
property
in
or
this
school
around
property.
church.
Concealed, not
Correct.
when it's shown.
Correct. Anytime.
I'm sorry about that. I did not.
You don't know that?
I
No,
did
you
not.
didn't
I
know.
thought
You had to
I
take the
thought-
test to get this.
There's no reason to even have a gun in the church in the first place, though.
I thought you can't enter
you can't have a-
government buildings in
You
DC.
can't have a
like
weapon on
museums.
church property
I'm
or
sorry.
school property
I
at
did
any
not know
time.
that.
with
I
a
did not.
concealed
Yeah,
weapon.
that's what I'm saying. They treat a church like a school.
Not.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
So you can't have narcotics and all that drugs and shit
Just
for me?
don't reach for your weapon at all.
No. I'm
If you will, I will take action. You
yeah,
understand
I
that?
understand that.
So how did I get contact with you today? Why am I contacting you today?
I think.
He
I
makes them
don't
up.
know.
You don't know?
I think it was because we were talking.
No.
Right? He's staff.
No. I got an alert from Fairfax County about you coming to the church. Did you make a threat to the church
No,
that you're gonna?
Threatening a
I
church.
did not make
You
a
didn't make any.
Like, what do
kind
you expect to gain out of threatening a church? It's just not gonna work, bro. You're just wasting your time and your freedom, bro.
not make threats.
There's so many different things you could be doing in this world, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many different things you could be doing, bro. And you threatening the church, bro. And going to the church ground with guns and shit, bro. Come on, bro.
The night before, on September 20th,
Look, welcome to Park Valley Church, attended by many. Why is shit so bright? Many top secret government clearance holders in the area. From this day forward, you will know that this is how you are all repaid me. Blood will be on your hands. And this is on. I don't know why everybody posts like criminal shit on IG, but shit, fuck it. So like many people say, bro, police can still see this, bro. Like Mac Mullah said in his video, bro. This stuff isn't restricted from the police. If you go on IG Live and do something illegal, there's still police can see this shit, bro. For me, this is in Virginia. He posted about he's in the parking lot. It looked like nobody's at the church. He's in the parking lot. It looked like it's raining outside. You know what I'm saying? They said it was raining for me. Okay, so he here by himself, whatever, cool. He said, welcome to the church, attended by many top secret government holders in the area. From this day forward, you will know that this is how you all repay me, bro. So now he's trying to, that's a threat, actually. So he's threatening the church on Instagram. Then the next day, goes in the church with a gun, from saying, which apparently he didn't know that you can have a gun on church property. I'm saying, had a gun and had glasses on when it's raining outside. So you don't need no glasses in the rain. These are sunglasses. It's not prescribed. I'm saying, and then he's looking up at the cameras and shit. For me, every time he walks around, not greeting nobody.
3rd, Jang posted a photo to his Instagram with the caption, "Welcome to Park Valley Church."
So many better things you can do with your life, bro.
Attended by many top secret government clearance holders in the area. From this day forward, you will know that this is how you all repaid me. Blood will be on your hands. The post quickly raised concern for one of Jang's friends, who reported it to the authorities.
Shout out to friend.
Now, as lieutenant and other officers
I hang around, man. There's a lot of weird people in this world. That's why I don't really be hanging around a lot of people, bro. You don't never know the intensity of these people. You don't know what will be going through their heads from me saying so many evil people in this world, bro. That's why you get right with God,
Jang, they'll soon realize that the post was just the surface of a much deeper
and be nice to everybody.
and more troubling situation.
I sent an email to, I think, asking for donation refund.
Who?
I don't know
Donation refund.
his last
By the
name.
way.
Okay.
Somebody, as part
At
of
the church?
Yes,
Here?
I asked for a donation refund and they returned it to me. So
Okay.
they returned it last.
So why are you
night.
here today then?
That's what I'm saying.
Because I want to see what it's like again to be here.
Okay. So you made a donation, you requested a refund back?
And then you
Because
wanna
yeah, I
come
feel
back.
like the relationship was kind of ruined.
Where, here at the church?
Yeah, because I got very angry. Not that kind of angry, but I got, in my email I said, I would like.
124, I'm out with the subject. If you could keep one more unit coming, I'm at the front entrance.
Let me.
Subject is armed.
So, I made no threat to anyone.
Okay.
I am no threat to anyone.
Okay, you lying.
I was actually very grateful at first, early on,
Perfect.
and that's why I started making donations. It was 10% of every paycheck,
Okay.
and it was an automatic donation. But on the bottom of the paper, 90-day tithing challenge, it said if your life doesn't improve after 90 days, ask for your refund. So what happened was nearly the next day after my first donation,
Hold on to that.
life started going downhill really fast.
Why?
And I don't know. In the next couple of weeks later, I got a very bad infection that almost went to
Hold
my
on,
eye. I got laid off from my job, this and that. And,
How does
and
that deal with the church, though?
Yeah, I'm glad
It's a spiritual thing. Like
Okay.
it's
No, it's
kind
not.
of like it's not a direct
No, it's not, bro. Don't be lying, bro.
connection, but I felt like even people that I've met,
Oh, he said a spirit. What? A spiritual
like
connection?
it's not a direct connection. It's a spiritual thing. Like it's kind of like
So, okay, that's normal for, you get laid off your job. That is somewhat spiritual, but that doesn't have anything to do with you bringing a gun and threatening the church.
not a direct connection, but I felt like
Because in that case, if you get late, if it's a spiritual thing, God doesn't allow negative things to happen to you without there being some type of benefit from it. Whether it's, bettering yourself or whatever. You know what I'm saying? God won't just let you get fired from your job and just leave you there for the rest of your life. I mean, it's just to better you for more opportunities.
People that I've met, they said, "Oh, I was sent by God," or people would say these, spiritual things to me, and then I kind of make an indirect connection. So I think, okay, well, now I want my refund back, and they sent it back to me.
While Jang discusses the refund issue with the church, the tone in his email is far more hostile.
First, it says fuck. We ain't even gonna say that. I ain't lying. My fault. We're not gonna curse in this video. F all of you. I hate you all. Refund my money now. You owe me.
With profanities.
Okay.
Now I feel
and
like
you're cursing at a church. Actually, yeah, I can't curse the video. I ain't lying. But you cursing at a church. I'm saying, God forgive me though. You cursing at a church. At a church. Yeah. Well, not at a church, but you cursing at people that you're cursing at a industry that's at a church. I don't know how to explain it, but
because I got my baptism here. First time ever. My friend introduced me here.
All right. Let's see. Cursing.
Back in April. So I thought, well, this relationship has kind of, gone downhill. So, I'm here.
All right, we're not cursing the rest of this video.
The weapon on his right side.
Yeah, I showed him everything. So.
Okay.
So that's the story.
Do you have your license on you handy?
Yeah.
I don't know if I cursed before.
I gave it. You have it right there.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Okay, I just was looking at that. Do you still live on?
Yes.
Okay. So what's your intentions today? Who did you send a message to on Instagram?
Instagram?
Yeah.
I didn't send anybody a message on. I didn't send a direct message to anyone on Instagram.
Okay.
It's not a very active account. So.
It's not a very active one.
Account, meaning I'm not, usually on there to just.
Yeah, he's saying too much of the same words, bro. That's how you can tell somebody's lying or not. He said meaning twice.
I'm not, usually on there.
I'm not usually on there to
just, but at the same time,
like he's not even making sense. He's just saying. He's just speaking.
To just, but at the same time, there's some.
You can just tell he's making stuff up.
Things that I even write in my computer or something. It's not really me. It's more like, I work on video games. I work on short stories. I work on science fiction stories. Some of that, might have a graphic or a violent nature. If you look in my emails, these are.
Let's not block the sidewalk. Let's go over here.
So I'm not,
But I ain't like, I gotta get off the church property with this, bro.
I can explain.
I invited negativity in the church.
Anything if you need, and I can provide any documentation, anything like that. But
guns, stuff in that joint.
Did you make any statements online or otherwise?
All these people going in the church, man.
Burn the church or burn the Bible?
And this guy right here, behind the cop. Shut up.
Okay.
Yup. Yeah, he's guilty. Yep, we got him. We got him, y'all.
Burn the church or burn the Bible?
Look at his
Did
face.
you make any
Look at his face,
statements
bro.
online or otherwise that you're going to burn the church or burn the Bible?
Okay.
Yeah, we got him. That was about 10 seconds of silence right there.
I did burn a Bible.
Yeah, we rebuked that. I ain't gonna rebuke that guy.
That was my Bible.
Where?
In my house, in the kitchen sink. But I made no threats, as in I'm going to burn, somebody's Bible, or I'm going to say I'm going to do such and such.
Bro, it's all the same Bible, bro. It has nothing to do with you burning your own or not. Because it's really not even your own, if you're being honest. Because you didn't make it. So, you burning it, regardless if you bought it or not, it's not your Bible. So, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't change if you did to somebody or whatever. That's not going to change
Such actions.
you did, bro.
As you said before, I don't even know some of these people. I don't even think I met. But he was just.
Well, how do you know?
Because, yeah, because I don't.
They're not Christian. That's just his name.
No, I don't remember his face, but because I attended online lectures.
What does he look like?
I don't remember. I know he's white.
No, you don't remember
what the other.
Does he have hair? No hair?
I don't remember. I just have that as his email in my. I think he contacted me and said something about Jesus a while back. We had a good relationship, with the church and everything. When everything started going downhill, that's when I started making indirect connections.
While Jang downplays his personal frustrations in conversation, his Instagram post from
another one. I worked for the government for 11 years under a different identity. Biological father, I already know that. Just having no other known family. 11 years I sacrificed my love, family, any kind of life for service. They trained my whole life to be political. I ain't gonna lie, man. This is just, I don't really care about all this, I'm gonna be honest. But I'm gonna do it for y'all. Life to be a political pawn to kill, to speak critically. And that is all I ever taught me, and they repaid me by denying the love I needed. There's not a 911 speech is not activation of blood will be on your hands. So another threat. I ain't gonna lie, my eyes starting to hurt from all this. But all this light in my eyeballs. But shit, I don't know what this is, but
the night before paint a very different picture. He blamed the government for failing to care for him after more than 11 years of service, during which he had sacrificed his entire youth. In his posts, he spoke of blood on your hands, framing the system as responsible for the actions he was planning, claiming he had been used as a pawn and that his loyalty was never appreciated.
Mind if I secure your weapon for a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
That should have been to death.
Do whatever.
Because I don't.
I have a
just
knife
for my
right
safety.
There too. I have a knife right there too.
Okay, just don't reach anything.
I'm not gonna.
Got a gun and a knife in the church ground, bro.
I was trying
keep
to.
your hand up where I can see.
I was just trying to.
Just hold yourself still.
All right, all right.
I'm just going to secure this until we're done, okay?
Sure. Do what you got to do.
Okay.
Do what you got to do.
All right, just sit tight.
Do what you got.
You have anything else on you? I'm going to pat you down for my safety.
No, sir. Did you get my knife?
I got it.
Did you get my knife?
Yes, I have your knife.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and reach it. Actually, just leave him the way he is. I got his weapon. He's good enough right now.
Okay.
There's enough of us here.
I saw this car right here, bro.
Do something sharp in the wall.
No,
I saw that in it. Just leave it.
Yeah.
Here, let me take his wallet too. Here, I'll take it.
It's a card with the raise on it.
Yep.
You have anything else on you,
Saw
sir?
the police being professional.
I don't. No, I don't. No.
I'm gonna check the rest of them real quick.
You can check.
Actually, do me a favor, sir. I'm going to detain you until I figure out what we have here, okay?
Okay.
All right? Just sit tight. Safer for you and safer for us, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever you need to do, I'll let
You're not under arrest. You're just being detained right now.
I understand.
You don't have anything else on you?
No.
I'm just patting you down. What do you have in here? What's that?
That's probably a first aid kit. You can reach into my pocket.
You mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I just don't want to get sharp or anything.
I don't think so.
Huh?
I don't think so. No, there's nothing else in there. It might be a portable battery for my cell phone. That's my cell phone. That's my cell phone.
Yes.
That's my cell phone.
You want to put him in yours or
I'll put him in yours. No problem. You got an extra round?
That's not going to do any damage anyway.
Oh, really?
Because you have my weapon. So
Yeah, like,
Do you
get him off
mind
the
standing
property,
by my
bro.
car real quick and just set those in with the other stuff? Anthony, just pull up right next to me.
Minor possible damage to the
What do you have in your car? Do you have anything in your car?
unknown
well, now that you mention that, there is one round of magazine. I always keep one in my car. Maybe a pepper spray.
I'm going to just sit you in here a minute.
And that still counts as church property, bro. You can have it in your car, bro.
Okay?
Am I under arrest?
I said you're detained.
I
You're
already
not under
told
arrest.
you.
Okay.
You can now listen.
But I want to sort what we have here.
Yeah, we can sort it out.
Okay? You don't have anything else on you. I'm going to take these off you.
Take that.
Okay?
Sorry, I forgot about that. Let me think about it. I don't think I have anything.
You sure?
You don't
those
think?
are my.
Yeah, I'm going to hold on to these.
Yeah, that's not a knife, by the way. It looks like that.
You have anything else?
I don't think so. And sometimes if I'm anxiety, I just.
You ever thought about hurting yourself or anything?
I am on. No, hurting myself not as much in the past, more so, but
Thought about hurting others?
no. A couple,
No, you don't. Come on, we gotta stop lying. Bro.
maybe 2 months ago,
You just threatened a whole church, and now you don't plan on hurting. Like, come
I
on,
was on
bro.
antidepressants.
We just gotta
Okay,
be
have you
honest.
thought about hurting yourself?
There were times where, for
Y'all gotta get your mental health right, bro.
example, when I had an infection where I thought, damn, I this is a pretty bad life.
That's why you get close to God, bro. You wouldn't be acting.
But,
How long ago was that?
Maybe a month ago.
Okay. Did you talk to anybody about this?
And get therapy if you needed to.
Yeah, not really, no therapist. I didn't want to really bother my family or anything.
No, I respect it. I'm not an evil person.
Yeah,
For me,
not really, no therapist.
I respect that.
Because
Not the no therapist part. I don't want to bother my family. I respect that.
I didn't want to really bother my family or anyone else with this stuff. And,
So,
That's decent
have
work.
you come here today for any reasons to hurt anybody or yourself?
No.
Okay, you lying, bro.
You come to a church armed.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, it's like, bro, you literally have a magazine in your car. You sent threats. You have a gun and a knife. in the church. Not talking to nobody. Walking around with glasses on. It's raining outside. You looking up at the cameras and shit, bro. And you don't want to hurt nobody. It's like the line isn't gonna do anything for you, bro.
And you're not on
Like you're not even responding. Like
the
look at your
security
face.
team, and you're not working with me.
I go to a lot of places armed, so I can't really.
Okay,
I-
Oh, that has nothing to do with the church, bro.
You have to
No
know where you
particular-
can and can't carry arms.
that I
Correct? You should
Yes.
know that, correct?
Yes.
If you're a concealed weapon,
That's why you gotta have like you shouldn't just allow anybody to just be able to get a weapon, bro.
all right? Just sit tight for me, okay? You know, like I said, you're not under arrest. You're being detained right now for your safety and mine, and then we'll
I wonder if any of these cops are
go
Christians.
from there with the car, okay?
In an Instagram chat with a friend back in August, Jang had expressed his desire to live his
So I'm gonna be doing this for a while until I find that someone. I already did my duty. I get my entire 20s into my country.
20s in his 30s, reflecting on the sacrifices he
I ain't lie, there's a whole bunch of complaining in my opinion. I ain't
made for the
lying.
government
It's not like a whole bunch of personal problems to
and
me.
yearning for normal experience
Not saying anyone for their job is from people who would actually love me and take care of, or working on a project together or something.
is like dating and falling in love. His frustration only
I ain't
grew
lying,
when these
it's all about
attempts
complaining.
failed, and as his friend tried to reason
The speeches all over the place, and when I replied I wanted something casual or did, you forget the last few times you tried to. Oh, that's mad reading in here, bro. If some of you want to casual date and make it a mutual benefit, this shit beneficial, my fault. I'm down for that. Otherwise, leave me alone. There, your speeches over the place. When I replied I wanted something casual or did, you forget the last times you tried to ghost the room. I thought every time had gone by we could be extra friends and men all want the same thing. Was this a female? No. On told me to reach out. Damn it, I can't spell none of that. I just wanted to be nice. You do you, and honestly, how are you talking? You sound like you're oh. LOL, and that's fine, that's your life. I don't even judge you for that. I'm going to delete and block you though, because I feel like you don't understand me at all. And honestly, just straight scare me. I just don't want to hurt your feelings, but you seriously scare me. So just have a good life. So I guess this is a girl. This is a casual date. I hope this is a girl, because if you're doing all this to a boy, bro, like you shouldn't care of a boy hanging out with you that bad.
with him. His aggressive delusions
I'm gonna keep it
resurfaced.
smooth with
Eventually, the friend blocked him, saying she was scared of him.
Okay, it was a girl. So this is, I guess, this gun right here.
What kind of cars are you
It's a two-door Mercedes coupe. What's this?
Yeah, what is that?
What's this?
Is that for the bottom of the gun, I think?
Is this
Look at these people right here. On the side.
like a AirPod Touch or a AirTag?
Air tag. I don't know what that is either right here.
So what is this?
Or-
What is this?
Oh, that's a tracker for my wallet.
Okay. Like an
You-
AirTag?
Yes.
Okay.
You want to know some things that
No.
I've said and some.
You work
some
for the
of this-
government?
I did, but
Doesn't everybody work for the government though?
How long ago?
I was laid off
Or like, I guess he means like like CIA and stuff like that.
on August 17th.
Why do you still have an ID?
That because laid
Wait,
off
what?
on August 17th.
Why do you still have an ID?
That because
ID
I am
from the
waiting for
government?
them to collect it.
Huh?
I'm waiting for them to collect it. That was actually from a previous employer. I sent them an email, my security officer, a while back.
This is expired in a week.
I'm not using that, sir.
I understand.
And some of the things I've probably said or to friends or family, I'm really just asking for help. It's kind of a call for help.
Okay, it looks like
But you just said you ain't want to get your family involved though. You like that? I ain't gonna lie. It's like it's not adding up, bro. You can't be walking around here armed, going to churches and stuff, threatening people, and then say it's a call for help. That's not how that works, bro. For me, like if you want to call for help, you get a therapist, bro. Or for me, like you're a grown man, bro. You don't. If you get a therapist, it's like you don't have to tell nobody, so your family's not gonna know. If you were younger, I'll understand. Okay, you don't want to tell your family, like if you're a teenager, whatever, cool. But I feel like even if you're a teenager, you should tell people because it's gonna get worse for your mental health if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on the person you are, especially if you want to do harm, self-harm, stuff like that, and harm other people. But it's like if you don't tell nobody about how you feel, then it's gonna make you do worse things if you're not.
He wants to know.
It's gonna threaten your freedom.
You want to go to see a therapist today?
See, that's the problem. I don't think I can afford that.
Okay, well we can get you.
Can't afford that.
Maybe
I ain't a lot of mud. Like I don't got to say about it.
tomorrow.
What you
Maybe
want?
I
What you
haven't.
want?
I don't know, because I mean, if you can afford a gun and knives and stuff, pretty sure you can afford a therapist. I don't think a therapist is that much money, bro. Because I had one before. I ain't lie. It couldn't be more than a gun.
Would you want us to?
Especially like if you only do it for like an hour, there's only so much you can pay somebody for an hour of just you talking to them and telling them how you feel. Because I feel like, honestly, in my opinion, bro, like you can either talk to AI. I feel like AI honestly is the best because they'll help you the most. They'll be honest with you, tell you different ways you can use. Same thing like a person, but you continue to ask them. You don't have to pay AI to talk to AI. For me, but even if you do want to talk to a person, you know, I mean, if you get a therapist, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's just like if you don't have the money like that, then you should probably talk to people you have around you, your family.
You talk to one? It appears to me that you're asking you want to talk to somebody today. I can get you there.
I
Just tell the police.
don't. Maybe I should just contact my family.
124. Do we have a co-responder working by any chance
Hey,
today?
No, I've never heard anybody. You can look at my background. I've never hurt myself. I have had, depressive episodes in the past, and they were pretty bad. But even then, I never hurt anybody. So you can check my background. Check everything.
All right, give me a minute. Okay.
Hate you all. F you. I want my money back.
Yeah, shout out this guy right here. These people. I think these people are people that work from church.
I'm gonna get a copy of
Shout out y'all, man, getting closer to God and helping people. So you got a little cross right here.
that. My wife's Pastor Barry's
How long ago was
assistant.
it?
1 or 2
Yeah,
days
right.
ago.
Okay.
Might have been Friday.
Because we got this through Fairfax and they gave us a description of a car, but not color and the tags. And then here he is. He's in the church. The code doesn't allow for
Shout out
somebody
these people, man. Get right with God, man.
to carry on church property unless for good reason.
And the person
he
holding
doesn't
the
have a
door,
good
too.
reason.
Well, I already said.
And it's your property. I'm assuming you don't want him here anymore.
With it.
So do you want us to trespass him?
Yes.
On top of everything else we're going to do?
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay.
Good work. I respect that.
For you to have his fingerprints.
Yeah.
Remember?
Well, he
You never can tell what he's been doing. Did he have a conceal?
See, you volunteered to come in.
I don't know.
You admit that he's taking drugs.
No.
That's a separate thing.
Why are they whispering though?
Have a conceal
Yeah, he has a concealed,
permit.
but not in the state of mind that he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me sort through this.
Yeah.
Okay. So he does have it concealed. He can't conceal it.
Okay. Let's start with trespass. We'll work our way up.
Now, as the unit moves to the other side of the parking
first thing
lot
to do
to
is
inspect
trespass.
Jang's car, they discover the ammunition.
Yeah,
Pepper
see?
moves to the other side of
Look
the
at this,
parking
bro.
lot to inspect Jang's
Come
car.
on, bro.
They discover
What do you need this many bullets for, bro? You might as well go to the military. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, hold on, man. And it look like this one's missing right here. There's just no way. I mean, look, like how many is right here? Like spots there is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 26. This is 26.
the
bullets right here.
ammunition, pepper spray,
Pepper spray.
and 2
I feel like pepper spray really was never used for a person.
knives he had mentioned.
And he had 2. So I guess this is one of them. It's like a ruler. They guess they measured how big the knife is.
Along with several
Okay, okay. Got a book bag, some cologne, like a hair tie, some pain relief spray. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is either. Like a phone, like a little thing that you put your phone on when you're in the car. You got some I ain't gonna lie, these do be hidden. Put these little sugar packets in your water. Got some Febreze, Clorox wipes. This is like the thing you use for your like computer. Like you can like how you plug it in with the charger. I don't know what that is. I guess this is from out of here. You got 2 pairs of sunglasses. This is where you put sunglasses, I think. I guess it's a receipt. There's a ruler. I don't know if this is already here. I don't know if this is either. Another hair tie. Like is that an extension cord? Oh no, it's a USB. And it's a mail.
other items.
Okay.
While he has been cooperative, the officers cannot ignore the troubling plans he hinted at the night before regarding the church.
How do you feel illegal about this?
I don't think so.
The sheet?
No.
Bear spray? Do you think we should take it or no?
Spray?
Yeah.
Or we could just spray it out and empty it.
We'll take it.
What do we got? 2.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a lot of work.
So it had a backpack.
I might as well just take it at that point. You gonna just spray all of it?
Well, what stuff in
So
here?
in this backpack was
Come on,
the
just
Do you want
gun
to take
case?
this and put the gun in it? Or we can't put that in there? No, there's no sense of us taking it.
I'm not going to take that. I have the package.
Does it say what range he was going to? To shoot? Because he's got a
Oh yeah, that's the gun thing where you put it at.
target there.
He's got ammo in here.
And there's more
Let's take
ammo.
all of his ammo too.
Take that too.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is there. I think this is theirs. Their clipboard.
What is the ESRO? Is that what we serve as residents? That's,
Yes.
Okay.
To secure more weapons.
Oh, okay. So if he was like a Prince William resident, we could do
Yeah.
that. Okay.
But we can't go out there.
Yeah.
So this backpack just has a gun case in it and nothing else.
Yeah, it looks to me like probably like a range bag. That's where he had his headphones in. And what did he act like when you approached him? Was he acting scared or?
He was just a little subdued.
Okay. I expected to find more concerning things out.
What does that mean?
Nothing in.
What does subdued mean? Quiet and rather depressed.
Here? Did you rummage through it?
A little bit.
Okay, good.
And the Super Bowl is in
During a
2 days,
later
I think.
search of his residence, investigators discovered a disturbing letter in which Jang claimed
Alright. I ain't
he
gonna lie,
had
he gonna
worked
read
as
it
a
for me. I'm gonna read
political
it.
assassin for the government for
Political
11
assassin.
years, only to be repaid with nothing for his service and loyalty.
This is if I'm going to speak on this. Surface ambitions operating alone, women that would love not enjoying the youth. I'm not reading that because I'm not. Nah, that's not me. I never knew what it was like to be in love. I served my best to live in the worst of conditions, even if back for months. So certain entities can enjoy plausible deniability with no connection to me, such that they can enjoy the fruits of sacrifice. I'm determined to normal life. I changed my name, but my life has only gotten worse. This is how the government pays me. This is how our government pays its most loyal and most relentless, committed operators. But I live the life of a homeless man on the streets, so that is what, dang. That is was not, am I tripping? So that is what was not, okay, I know I'm tripping, was seen as a lie, so that is my actions would not connect back to my employer, who pay me nothing, who else, with the most loyal and humble of servants, would subject themselves to such sacrifice to honor me.
The letter detailed his struggles with love and intimacy and his growing belief that there was no point in fulfilling one's duties.
Y'all love, like, that, I ain't gonna lie, like, that stuff you mentioned has nothing to do with church.
Jang wrote that his actions were not politically or religiously motivated, and that his soon-to-be victims were not targeted in advance. He even apologized to the families of the slain men for what he had done.
The families of the men about to be slain, I'm sorry for what I've done, I'm about to do. They chose not cry in vain, but celebrate how their loved ones have lived. I ain't gonna lie, that's a crazy statement to say to somebody. I ain't gonna lie, that's actually insane. To the fam, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not reading that again. I rebuke this, I ain't gonna lie. But you're literally telling these people that you're basically just telling them that you're about to end them, bro. And they should just be happy about how they live, pretty much. That's pretty much what you're saying. Wait. And he said something, it says something about heaven right here too. And that would mean that the world down below will rise again. It says we do sometimes, perhaps it shows to find again. It says, well, in the next time. But we do not take this personally either, for whatever pain I cause, I hope to return in my next life through into the woman who prepared my love and for days. That's what I be trying to tell you, bro. I feel like females are really like the root of all evil too, bro. Like the Bible says money, but I feel like honestly females are too, bro, because it's like females can really determine a whole person's life. Like they can get cheated on, do something, go to jail for the rest of their life. They can not have a female at all and do something for the rest of their life. That's why you got to get close to God and find peace in being single, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like men will always, like, if you're a straight man, you're always going to want a woman. but it's like you're gonna eventually get your woman. So in the meantime, you have to prepare yourself for your woman. That's what I think of it. Like when you're single, I think of it as preparing yourself to be the best version of you, so that when you do get your woman, you can make the best of it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, I rebuke this too. Talking about God. You know, you see what it says from there. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you just gotta be right with how you do things, bro. And just find peace within yourself. This goes to anybody. It has nothing to do, like, even females. Like, if y'all really want to do whatever, just focus on you and bettering yourself. You get closer to God, and then you will get your dude when the time is right. But until then, just better yourself. Let yourself be the best wife you can be until you, or you know, wife potential. Get yourself to your wife potential, so that when you're with the person that you meet, you can go from there. You know what I'm saying? But also still remember that you have a high worth. Never let anybody treat you like you're nothing, or that you're, you know, worse or whatever. Then you know, that you're worse than people or whatever, or you're not worthy of love or anything like that, bro.
And what he was about to do. The letter ended with a chilling sign-off.
And he said what I have done too.
Till next lifetime.
All right, sir.
Yes.
Based on everything that's transpired here this morning, it is our determination that you are suffering from some type of undiagnosed
you can tell.
mental illness.
Like, if you look in his eyes, bro, you could tell he's genuinely going through a lot, bro. I mean, I'm not making an excuse, bro, because I ain't gonna lie, you should not be bringing up guns and a knife and threatening people and going to churches and stuff, doing that. But you could tell, like, if he was like this, that shows that his family, I mean, I don't know if he was close to his family or not, or, like, not close to him, but if they tried to get close to him and he wasn't budging or whatever it is, but it's just about, you know, honestly just getting help. You know what I'm saying?
At this point, and we're going to take you into custody in an emergency custody order to get you evaluated by the Community Services Board. It is up to them to determine whether or not you will remain in custody or not. But for all intents and purposes right now, you are on an ECO.
Oh, what is that?
Emergency custody order to take you to go get mentally evaluated.
Okay.
Okay? Because we've determined that you're a danger to yourself and others at this point.
Okay. What will happen? What's the process?
So we're gonna go down to the hospital, and I'm gonna have someone from the Community Services Board come over and evaluate you. We're gonna move over here, and I'm gonna check your person again before we go down there.
After being examined at the hospital and receiving medical clearance, Jang is taken to the station for questioning. It's there that he realizes the investigators know everything, and he desperately tries to talk his way out of it.
I was a software engineer.
How long did you work there?
A little over a year.
And when did you stop?
I think it was August 17th of this year.
Okay.
It's around that.
And is that because the contract ended or because something happened at work or something?
It was, I got laid off. It was termination.
Okay. And was the termination, was that from performance or just because they were cutting back or?
So the letter was performance. I was not expecting it, but the letter was performance. I have not talked to them since.
You were going through something mental health wise that you needed to make them aware of?
Yes, I was going through depression and I got myself a antidepressant prescription.
I don't know if it's different type of depressions, bro, but I felt like I've had it at some point and I never had these type of thoughts, bro. You know what I'm saying? To where I would try and hurt people. Like, I feel like, I mean, everybody has different stories, everybody has different, like, you know, reacts differently, but I just couldn't see myself being in the depression to where I want to hurt people and other people around me and, you know what I'm saying, threaten people and, feel me? I just can never see that for myself or anybody around me.
And the weeks leading up to that.
So you were having some issues before then, just kind of dealing with your depression?
Yeah.
Have you been formally diagnosed with anything or?
I would say I was formally diagnosed with depression, but I don't have a therapist or anything.
But that's what I'm saying too. If you know you have depression, you should have a therapist. Especially if you're diagnosed. So that's really somewhat of the people that diagnosed him fault too, because they didn't make sure he got help outside of here. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna say it's their fault necessarily because they can't control what he does. He's a grown man, but at the same time, you have to, if you give him medicine and stuff like that, you have to also be aware, like at least if you tell him, that way he can't use that as an excuse that he wasn't told to get help. You know what I'm saying?
So it was just like like a regular doctor?
Yeah, not so much a regular doctor. We don't really do visits or physicians. Physicals or anything like that. I'm not in contact with a regular doctor. But in terms of the prescriptions, I found that helps on some days when I take it, including my ADHD prescription. So I think it's definitely an issue with some depression related chemicals or something.
What do you take that you think helps?
It helps sometimes, but I don't take it consistently. Come see what was going on. I kind of wanted to mend relations. I
don't take it consistently
wanted
either.
to see what God had in store for me. It was kind of a spiritual thing.
The reason that we kind of were trying to talk to you to begin with this morning is because somebody had pointed us to your social media postings and had some concerns about exactly what was going on with you. Can you kind of explain to us your postings and kind of what your thought process was for those?
Yes. And if it sounds like an excuse, I'm not making excuses. I know, looking back, I should not have posted that, and definitely not publicly. When I posted it, I did.
Bro, that just makes it worse, bro. You say you shouldn't have posted it publicly. So what's the? Yeah.
Did not think. My intention was not to scare anyone or cause terror, so I'm sorry about that. That really was not my intention. So I would say there are multiple.
I'm just happy that God allowed these people to realize this type of stuff, like the security, to realize he was walking around here like this, and the threats he did, and they took action, because it really could have ended bad for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, I know God wouldn't have let it happen, but I'm saying, in his perspective, I guess he would assume that it could end, how he wanted it to. You know what I'm saying? So
motivations behind posting it. Some of it might, make sense. Some of it might seem crazy, and if it does, I'd be happy to elaborate. So after everything kind of happened all at once. First it was, I made the donations, which I was very happy to make. I didn't gloat about it, I didn't tell family about it, I was happy to make it.
And yeah, then again too, that is also your choice. So you made a donation to the church, which is actually good, that's a good thing. But if you do it, you don't, I personally feel like if I'm gonna donate to something, I'm not gonna ask for a refund. Because every time I go, I try my best to donate every time. I donate to the children's, like every time I go to the store, and they'll be like, you run a roundup, I always round up. When I went to church too, I would do the same thing. I was trying to give them some type of money from then, so I can receive more, but I really don't even be worried about that either. But it's just about, I just don't see why you would donate something and then ask for a refund.
And then, but I remember reading there was something on the 90-day tithing challenge, the donation challenge that I caught, and it said, if it works out for you, great. If it doesn't work, or something like, if it doesn't work out for you, ask for a refund. I thought, well, why would we ever need to ask for a refund? But it always stuck with me. And then it was almost like, as soon as I made the donation, the weeks after, which isn't a long time, I would say things started falling apart, which have no relevance to the church. It's not like they came down here and got me sick, right?
At least you're being honest about that. I feel like, in my opinion, if I was to donate to a church and my stuff started going downhill from then, I would personally expect more blessings. Now, in his situation, I see what he's getting at. I see if I donate to a church and people say, oh, God this, God that, I will understand, okay, my stuff's going down after that, and I just donated, you feel me? I would feel the type of way, but I wouldn't feel way to the church, because at the end of the day, you didn't have to donate. So if you chose to donate and your life goes down from it, that's not their fault. Because you have to realize too, even if your life went downhill, there's probably other people that donated that life did not go downhill. So you can't just blame the church on that. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't blame him.
So it's not anything specific directed towards anyone at the church. Nobody at that church is some divine being or powerful enough to do that, or why would they even want to? So it's for example, after I made the donation, I think it was after, relationships started falling apart. Around that time, I got a very nasty, unexpected tooth infection around here that I had to do, that my dentist had to send me over to a surgeon because she said it was going to spread to my eye and cause blindness. So we had to go ahead and cut that out. And that morning, that was one.
Thank God that didn't happen to him. I mean, I'm not an evil person, but I'm never gonna wish evil on somebody, depending on the beliefs or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what God want me to do. So I respect that. You know, they helped him out. He didn't have to go blind. You know what I'm saying?
That came up, and then of course later there was, you know, I would say just relationships, and then there was a period of long-term, I would say, loneliness that caused to my depression. I would say that would have.
I probably too. I ain't gonna try to pause too much, but I say too, if you do have loneliness, that definitely does lead to depression. I actually respect that. But that's why I would say just try and, you know, find at least one person to be close to. You know, make sure God's in there too. But you're not gonna be lonely for the rest of your life. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all people. Like, y'all be so rushed to get girls and get men and stuff like that, but everybody has their desired person. You know what I'm saying? So everybody on this earth is gonna eventually have some type of wife or husband. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, so I feel like if you're lonely, don't worry about getting a female. Because I mean, honestly, I can say the same thing. Like when I was lonely, that's like the point I was at. I wanted to have a female too. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up doing things that I didn't want to. Like once I matured more, I realized that it wasn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Especially with my spirituality that I was trying to follow. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, at the end of the day, it's just a lesson learned. You know what I'm saying?
Been the biggest factor towards depression.
Even as Jang starts spilling information, hoping to get out of trouble, his anger and violent intentions are all too clear to the detectives.
The way I kind of got mad at God, right? So, not mad at the church because they could not have done any of that. So I thought, you know, well, I got mad at God. I'm thinking, you know, spiritually thinking.
That is normal.
I'm doing all
I don't get mad at God,
but commitment. And you know, it's not like I'm not asking for my life to get better, but it felt like my life was getting a lot worse. So the reason for the posts, I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying that was the motivation behind some of these posts, or I would even say all of these posts was kind of a way to just scream out loud at God. And I regret making it public. Some people advise me you should just write a journal, or which I do sometimes, but or you know,
so that's what he meant by not
when you say it alone, you know, don't let anyone hear you, disrupt people. So I regret making it public. That really should have been something I kept to myself. The reason I tagged the church, I think this question came up earlier at the hospital. They asked, and I think it's a very valid question. They asked, not the church, but I think the lady at the hospital asked me, why did you post pictures of the church or something like that? Or why did you, it seemed like you were addressing the church. So I need to explain that. First, I did not make any statements or phone calls or any text or anything to the church or anyone at the church in any threatening way. That was never my intention. Second, I needed a point of reference because first, Instagram doesn't let us post things.
And same thing too. Like I feel like Instagram should not allow you to post certain things. That's also what I wanted to say too. When I think about
it's not like Twitter. You could just write something, whatever crap, and then.
But then again, I mean,
they need a picture.
They would have had no
I needed a point of reference. The other alternative was to post a picture of the Bible and still say what I said, which I shouldn't have done either. But if I had done that, I would have. I needed a point of reference. I already burned a Bible.
But also, I feel like, I mean, like you just said too. I was about to say that. I feel like honestly, I'm not gonna say it because I don't really. Like basically what it says right here. I feel like if you know, donate whatever, your life getting worse, you're in depression, whatever, loneliness, whatever. I just don't understand what doing right here, what it says right here, what that would do to help you get a better lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand how you getting mad at God and making threats and all that stuff talking about doing this right here, how that will help you and help you get a better life. Like, how do you expect doing these things to make your life better and not be worse than they already are?
Which also, I posted a video of me setting a Bible on fire in my kitchen, in a pot.
When did that happen?
I think it was yesterday.
But we rebuked that though.
And perhaps I really think it was a big misunderstanding. Not on your part, but on whoever reported it, because at the hospital, I overheard someone asked me to clarify. They said, "Did you want to burn the church down?" And I said, "When did I say that?" You know, and so
That's not gonna work.
What I posted on Instagram was me burning the Bible. The Bible did not even belong to that church. I got it from a different church years ago, and there's now any connection with me in that church. So to me, that was best depicted, which is a bad idea, but that was best depicted through a Bible or through a picture that God can refer back to me, and that would be, you know, that church. That is pretty much the only Christian church that I consider myself a member of. So,
When did you take the pictures of the church?
I would say last night.
So were you there at the church all night in your car, or?
That's what I'm saying too. That's a good question. Like, was he just sitting? Because it looked like it was closed. It looked like the church was closed. So he was just sitting outside the church making posts, and it looked like it was raining too.
I drove around in the rain.
That's what
I
I'm
drove
saying.
around. I was very, I guess, just spiritually, I was very confused.
That's not spiritually though,
as
bro.
to
What time do you think you got to the church this morning?
Maybe around 10, I think.
10 this morning?
Yes.
And so between like 10 and 11 and 9 and 10 this morning, you were at the church or you were driving around?
I would say I arrived at the church in my car, in their parking lot entrance area. I would say around maybe 10:10 or 10:12. I remember looking at the clock and I thought, oh wow, they already started service already, because I think it was 10 o'clock. So I remember looking at the clock and I think it was around 10 or 10:12 that I got into the parking lot.
And so have you slept at all since last night, or?
I fell asleep maybe around 7 or 8 p.m. Accidentally. I wasn't trying to fall asleep, but I remember waking up maybe around 10 or 11.
Accidentally fell asleep.
And that's when you left your apartment?
Yeah.
And you haven't slept since then?
Wait. This morning, maybe around the early morning, I would say, any time from 5 to 7 a.m. I fell asleep. Maybe it was a quick nap. I don't remember how long.
Okay. And do you remember where you were parked at that time?
Yes, I was in my apartment on my futon.
This
Instead
morning
of the futons, right? I used to have that when I lived in my old house.
Yes.
from 5 to 7?
Yes, anytime from 5 to 7 or 8 a.m.
And have you taken any drugs or alcohol or anything?
No.
You know, you show up to a church with a firearm after posting some concerning things on the internet, you know, including, you know, a picture of you with that gun
And you
and a
posted a picture
picture
of the gun.
of
And what he did to
looks
the
like
Bible too.
you went
Don't
to
forget
the
about that.
range. Have you been to the range with your gun before?
Yeah, I've seen that too in the beginning. It was like bullet holes in a range. It was like the sheet when you go to the gun range and it's a sheet that you shoot at. And I guess took the sheet with him and put it in his car and he posted it.
I have. Yes.
Okay. So you see where the concern
I do.
lies with people, and it looks like a threat to anybody who looks at it. So that's kind of why we're involved. And you know,
Bro,
our
shout out
job
her, bro. Shout out her. This guy's taking some notes. Hasn't really said anything. Shout out him too.
is not only to investigate
Amen.
crimes, but to make sure that you're okay, you know, mental health wise. So, you know, we appreciate you kind of talking to us and giving us the background of kind of where you're at. But I think our main concern is, you know, what led you to post, you know, those things with the weapon and then bring the weapon to the church this morning.
Sure, I can explain that.
Okay.
If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer. If any part of the explanation sounds unbelievable or crazy, just
I don't know, bro. Just get to the point, bro. I understand he's being respectful, bro, but he's just talking to you.
Asked me to elaborate. Let me start off with the easy part.
Like, it's like he's just trying to find sympathy with making up stuff. So he's just adding mad extra words in here, so that you think he's like sincere. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro. I really study psychology, bro. Like, I know what he's trying to do, bro. Feel me? I've been around females a lot, bro. I be knowing what they be doing, bro. This is a tactic that they use to make it seem like they are sorry and sympathetic. I mean, he might actually be sorry, but I'm saying, like, he's basically trying to get sympathy with what he's saying. So if he can make up something right off the spot, but just add some extra words in to make it seem nice and sincere, then it can make it easier for him to get out of it.
It's why I brought a weapon. I have a concealed carry permit. I would say
But I ain't gonna lie, it seems like he's talking a lot more like normally than before when he was with the police at the church.
Naturally kind of a paranoid person, not in sneak around corners kind of way.
But that's normal though, like to be paranoid. From saying that, I don't even look at it as paranoid. I just look at it as being aware of surroundings. But like concealing a weapon, that's normal.
But I just try to have situational awareness at all times. If I'm not carrying a gun, I am carrying a knife or pepper spray. In the past, when I would date someone, I would buy them pepper spray all the time, even if they didn't want to. Be like, hey, you need some of this stuff. So I have that, as I have receipts from that too.
I don't think I need all that though.
Flashlight, and for example, just a quick example, I've got flashlights in the car, multiple flashlights, and one in every room, and stuff like that. That's just how I've been. So the thing with the weapon, I understand when you combine that with the posts and this and that, it's just a horrible idea. And I also did not know you cannot bring a gun into church. I knew, because I thought if I had a concealed carry permit, I knew I could not bring it into museums or.
But that's what I'm saying. If you can not bring it to a museum, what makes you think you can bring it to a church? And why do you need a gun in a church?
Government property. I did not know it. I thought churches were private or non-profit. So I really did not know that. And that's something I would not do again. And so that
I didn't know you could bring guns in a private property.
As for having magazines, I keep one in the car. And so there should be, pepper spray in the car too, as well as a knife. These are self-defense items.
So those are always things that you have in your vehicle?
Yes.
Okay.
It isn't that simple though. Not only had Jang been
I'm going to exterminate you in this life and the next for what you did to me and for what you actively denied me. So you better neutralize me when I respond. Be worried. The world will know my story, what you did to me, and why I'm about to do what I do.
Into a shooting range. But that morning, he posted an Instagram photo with the caption, "I'm going to exterminate you in this life and the next. For what you did to me." Ending the message with another cuss word.
It sounded like from your post from earlier this morning that, maybe you had some anger towards like government officials. Can you kind of talk to us about that?
So you guys did that about government. That got into
some of these posts were meant to were made in a comedic way. I know it's hard to believe, but I made a post saying that George Bush is my grandson. That's obviously crazy. So some of it was yelling at God. The other parts were really just meant to be kind of a friendly punch in the arm. It's hard to describe. But it's also kind of saying, hey, I'm really going through a lot of pain here. But it's kind of like also like trying to make it in a jestful way. I don't mean that. It is absolutely not.
That's what I'm saying. He's just making up stuff, bro. That's what I was saying earlier.
But you know that making those posts public, other people were going to see them, right?
Yes. And that's where I admit it was a very bad idea. But I did not intend to cause harm or to threaten or to scare anyone like that. If anything, I thought it was just made in jest. My standards have gone really down. I think, for example, there's music that sings about politicians, there's rappers that curse them out, or even yelling about doing violent things to them, or stuff like that. So I thought,
I never heard a rapper curse out no political person.
Could probably make this joke
I
too,
guess.
right? Not like I never made a joke
We'll go with
to
that
harm
today then.
someone, but I'm thinking, well, what I said is probably kind of funny compared to what is actually being said out there, and they seem to be fine with it. So I did not intend to have that ever be taken in a serious way. So
one of the concerns that I had when I was looking at these posts, when I'm looking at the things that you write there, is that you're using language like, I'm going to exterminate you, mentioning that, ending this life, talking about mentioning when you respawn. You mentioned that bit where you're grateful to the women who have been in your life, and you say, see you in the next one. You were making very finalized statements. Like, you've made a plan, you've come to a determination in your mind.
He's well
This
spoken,
is
I'm
the
gonna
end
lie.
of this track, this course of action that you've created. And at the same time, you're taking pictures of yourself with a gun in your hand, and you're pointing.
I didn't even see that. I don't think you get posted on
Instagram doesn't let you post stuff without a picture, but you're accompanying those pictures with words, and those words are very direct and straightforward and
I
descriptive.
never thought of that though. You can't post something
I
without
know
a picture.
that.
Well, you can post notes, but
The detectives told you that this is
You can't post on
that's why
IG
we're
without
here.
you.
We need to make sure that no one's in danger. And I'm still stuck on that. I'm still confused as to why you're specifically mentioning things like exterminating people and ending your own life. It's concerning.
sure, I can explain that. It might sound a little crazy. Again,
see, like you see how he always say it might sound crazy. I didn't mean it this way. I didn't mean it that way. Like whenever they ask him a question, he has to say something like that along those lines. Or if you need me to explain this part, I'll explain it more. You can tell he's making stuff up, bro. You know what I'm saying? To make it sound nicer, bro, than he means it, bro.
This is the part that I haven't said yet. I think I was building up to it. I talked a little bit
That's
about...
the part that the part he's building up to. That's the part he was talking about, where he just made it up just now. So he's building it up because he just made it up in his head. But he was thinking about something to make up this whole time, so that you'll have that.
Not a way to excuse anything, but
as a
way of venting. I know in the past, when I was younger, an example would have been, not an accurate, complete example, but just in general. Let's say if I were to miss someone, or if I was just really angry at something that happened, I would try to write a very, almost like a vivid dream kind of way. Like normal. A very, I like
not
to write
normal,
a lot of
but
fiction.
I can see what you're saying.
You can see how if you're a
kid,
can show you, I write a lot of.
But that's what, like, if you, once that starts, you writing vivid, like, stuff like that, like, going on your mind and shit, that's when you start getting help. Right then and there.
Short films, I made a lot of video games, and plots, and,
or you can like video games,
writing and
poetry. There's so many different things you can do with that.
It's
that's
just
not
a way
native.
for me to almost fantasize and put myself, like, build a completely, like, fictional character, but kind of using my feelings and my experiences, but twisting it in a way where this is a completely different character. Mm-hmm. In the past, it was a way for me, and I think even now, because I kind of recognize, the way I've been doing it, it was a way for me to vent. When I say vent, it sounds as like, oh, it always has to be angry. No, it's more of like just to put myself in that, almost like a fantasy position of like this character I'm building. Or for example, in the past, when I get angry, I would not necessarily write it down, but in my mind, I'm almost, I know it's hard to picture, but building a scene where there's two characters talking and they're fighting or something like that, and it would get extremely vivid. And then part of that I would put into a short film or a video game or write about it. And I'm not saying, it also goes back to why I regret putting that, making it public, or making it the way I did, I think. Or maybe I should have just put it under context and say, okay, well, this is, me venting my frustrations, but through a different,
there's no breaks in
like,
between what he's saying.
completely fictional character, and this is for an upcoming story, or this is for my partially, fiction, but also kind of like a fiction, but based off of my experience kind of story, my, journey with spirituality and the failing, how it failed, or where I learned and stuff like that.
Jang runs his mouth for a couple of more minutes, frantically trying to justify his posts.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm not tripping, bro. He's just talking to make you feel bad, bro. Like, he's not even saying anything relevant. It's just a whole bunch of going in circles and him making up stuff to make himself feel.
Detectives have already heard
because he
enough
thinks that they're actually listening to what he's saying and taking it into
of his
consideration.
ass. Rui Zhang was charged with felony, attempted obstruction in the free exercise of religious beliefs, use of firearm during and relation to a crime of violence, and transmitting threats over the internet. In March 2025, following a 4-day trial, a federal jury found Rui guilty on all accounts. Ultimately, he was sentenced to 25 years in prison and 5 years of supervised release for attempting a mass shooting at a Haymarket church. If you're
So y'all boys gotta stay safe, man. I mean, don't let y'all mental health take over y'all life. We finna read some of these comments. I'm not sure there's a scammer there. That doesn't mean it's just what I could. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was actually gonna say that too. I feel like a lot of these times too, it's like with certain churches, I feel like we have to maybe like make it to where it's less like money wise, like, oh, you give me this money, your life would change. I feel like that's kind of scammy a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least if you're gonna have the way to donate, don't make it to where it's, oh, if your life is better in these certain amount of days, because then that's basically making it to where if God doesn't change your life within those specific time frame, that people may feel like you're lying to them. You know what I'm saying? So I can honestly respect why he wanted a refund, because I see, like, I believe in God, so I would not have asked for a refund. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have, like, even if someone told me, oh, this 90-day thing, if your life changes, you can refund. I personally wouldn't refund because I did it from the bottom of my heart. But I feel like what it was is God seen that he was doing it out of just getting the money or getting whatever benefit he was going to get. He wasn't doing it out of the bottom of his heart. He was just doing it so he can get benefit, he can get blessed. So, but yeah, that, and it's saying like that too. I feel like, yeah, I'll understand that, you know what I'm saying? Because, to be honest with you, but yeah, I was thinking too, honestly, and I was going to say this earlier, because I don't always yell at anybody. I feel like, honestly, to be honest with you, in this situation, I feel like he should have gotten help. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say he doesn't deserve to be in prison for what he did, because he did do things that, even outside of religion, is still like threatening people and stuff like that. That's not good. Shouldn't be around people. But I feel like he should have not have gotten as many years, and a lot of the years he had to spend is in you know, mental health facilities, stuff like that, to actually better his mental health so he can, you know, get it from there. But and it seems like they're like saying that it's too many years too, kind of. But I see what they're saying in the chat, in the comments though. But I ain't gonna lie. Wait, that's it, literally. But yeah, I don't know. I think they're saying he got too many years. I mean, like I said, it's all up to God. If God wants to change that, you know, it's up to him. Because God is the only real person that knows his genuine, you know, heart and why he did what he did, etc. But y'all just stay safe out here, man. You know, pray for people around you. Make sure that you try and help people as much as you can. I do want to give y'all a little Bible verse to make it, to end this off, you know, on a good note. All right, we're going to do Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in the future. But, I mean, I love y'all, man. Y'all stay safe. Love y'all. God loves y'all. Just praying for all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a great day. Get close to God before it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Love y'all. I actually have some internet now, so I can actually post now. So I'm going to be right back on my 3 videos a day. I love y'all. Y'all have a great day. See y'all, man. God bless.